Classroom management is a very important skill to have as teachers. And when it comes to classroom management, it's all about rules, procedures, routines, and creating a positive learning environment. Hi, I'm Christy. I'm a teacher with over 25 years experience in the classroom, and I love helping other teachers empower their students to take more ownership of their learning. So when it comes to classroom management, the whole purpose of it is really to create a positive learning environment. It's to help students in your classroom feel welcomed and feel confident and secure that this is a place they want to be. And when it comes to creating a positive learning environment, there's a few things that you can do to help with this. One thing that you can do is to welcome your students every day. Make them feel that, you are excited that they are there. You are happy they're there. So what I like to do is I like to welcome my students at the door. Just meeting them at the door, shaking their hands or giving a fist pump or having a special handshake is something that makes them feel welcomed. It makes them feel that you want them to be there, that you are excited they're there. It's a small thing. It only takes a few minutes, but it does set the tone because I'll have students that come in and maybe something happened earlier and they're upset. And when I shake their hand, I can quickly assess, okay, this person's upset. And I can ask them, do you need to go to the restroom to wash your face? Do you need to talk to a counselor? Like, I can see that, something is going on. Do you want to talk about it really quick? And I can greet them and let them know, hey, I see you. I see that there is something bothering you. What can I do to help? And that right there shows them that you care, right? So bringing them in, welcome at the door. You don't even have to shake their hand. Just being there, a smile on your face as they come into your classroom and just saying, hi, welcome, calling them by their name, letting them know, hey, you're so important that I memorized your name right away. That's another way to help create a positive learning environment. So that's something I do. I also have music playing when it's the beginning. So as they're transitioning from one class to another, because I teach middle school, as they're coming from one class to another, I have upbeat music playing because it's hard to stay in a bad mood when there is positive, upbeat music playing, right? There's something about the music that just turns the negative energy around to positive energy. So I always play some fun songs, and I have my students sometimes, if they want to have me play a certain song, they just have to request it ahead of time so that I can listen to it to make sure that there is no inappropriate lyrics. Even songs that are in Spanish, I'll have someone else listen to it and translate and let me know if there's any inappropriate sounds and words in it. And so then I'll play that music, it makes them feel good. On Fridays though, we always play the Friday song because there have been times when it was Friday and I didn't play the Friday song and my students got upset. They were like, no, it's Friday. Like, I need to know it's Friday. It's the way to send them off and say, yay, we made it through the week. Here we are. And so we play the Friday song on Fridays. But yeah, having that music, greeting them at the door, letting them know, I care about you. I'm happy you're here. Welcome, come on in. It kind of sets the tone for the class. It brings them in with a more positive energy. They're ready to go. They're more excited. If they were kind of feeling like, things aren't going that great, I had a horrible morning, it's not going to change them completely, but it does kind of change that negative energy just a little bit into a more, okay, but I'm here and I want to be here, right? So that's one thing that you can do to create a positive learning environment. Another thing you can do is have the students be involved in what it is they're learning, what it is they are, their classroom expectations. So we talked about in the last one about having them make their own expectations, students' expectations. But you can also have them be in charge of their learning. And by doing that, it's offering student choice. So I've been teaching for over 25 years. I have so many activities and lessons for all of my standards, way too many to actually teach the students. I'm always looking for new ideas. So what I like to do is I like to offer them choice. I will say, okay, we're going to be getting into this topic. Let's say that we are teaching chemical reactions. We're going to get into chemical reactions. We're going to be mixing things around. I have all these different labs that we can do. Which ones would you like to do? Which chemicals do you want to mix to see what happens, right? And so by sometimes giving them that choice, do you want to do this or do you want to do this? Like, which one would you like to choose? Giving them that choice empowers them to take ownership of their learning, number one. Number two, because they chose it, they are going to be more invested into actually accomplishing the activity and finishing it. So I have more students actually doing the assignments and completing them because it's not me saying, this is what we're going to be learning, this is how we're going to learn it. It's them saying, oh, I get a choice. I want to learn it this way. I want to do this hands-on activity. I want to do this online activity. They get to choose what they're doing. And again, anytime that you can put the ownership of learning on the students and bring them into choosing, it is going to create a more positive learning environment because now they are more invested. Which also comes down to when students are taking more ownership of their learning, when they are more excited because now they have the choice, you have less behavior problems because the students are so involved in actually doing the activities that they're choosing that they are no longer sitting back and going, I'm bored because I could care less about this activity. I don't care, it's not important to me. Instead, they're choosing it. So now it's important to them. So you're going to have less behavior problems. I didn't say none. I said less behavior problems. And again, that is going to make it so that your students overall, all the students in the class, right, with the less behavior problems, everyone's learning. Everyone is getting the help they need because they're invested in it. And you yourself, you can take more time to, again, go around, get to know the students. Everyone's doing something different, which means that you're going to be walking around talking to them. Why did you choose this? What are you learning? What are you getting out of this? Asking those questions and just being involved that way where you're constantly going around talking to the students because, again, you're not telling them what to do. They're choosing it, which means that they have to do their own reading of the directions because everyone's got it different, right? They are learning that information and you're just going around and asking those probing questions, walking around the classroom, but that's also helping then, again, with the behavior because the students know that you're walking around, they're seeing you, and they're more excited to be doing that. Finally, when creating a positive learning environment, along with greeting them at the door, along with empowering them to make their own choices, one thing you can also do is teach the students some social emotional learning techniques like mindfulness. Something that I do in my classroom every Wednesdays is we do either mindfulness or we do habits of success. And with mindfulness, it's showing them how just learning simple breathing techniques can actually help calm them down. And it actually does affect the brain. And we talk about the brain and we look at what is going on with the brain and how we can open it up by doing the calming techniques and teaching them that mindfulness to help with their anxiety, to help with their stress, to help relax them is huge to create a positive learning environment. Plus teaching them habits of success. We go over time management. We might spend a day on goal setting. We'll talk about taking ownership of their learning and being responsible, taking ownership of, what their actions are. We talk about embracing feedback as learning opportunities, about surrounding ourselves with positive people. So we go through all of that. And by taking time out of my topic, science, and teaching them mindfulness and teaching them habits of success, by doing that, I'm showing them school is not just about learning English, math, history, science, running the mile in PE. It's not about the subject, it's about the skills and learning skills that you're going to need for life. We use our subjects to help teach you those skills, but it's most important about the skills. And so teach them also soft skills like, goal setting, soft skills of problem solving, soft skills of communicating with each other. So by teaching them those SEL techniques and helping them work through other things they might be going on also creates a positive learning environment, because they are, again, they're feeling more welcomed in your classroom. They're feeling the more that you care, that you feel that you care more than just about your academics, your own subject, that you actually care about them, what they're going through, and looking at what their needs are. So I found that by doing this, again, I have had, less behavior problems, and my students are more willing to participate in our class activities and get their work done.